Hello, Aries. Welcome to your monthly reading for May 2024. This is for Aries and Aries rising, and we're going to jump into it. Aries, I am so excited. If there was a month that was like a standing ovation, this is it. This is the month. A lot of wishes coming true. A lot of you getting the golden buzzer. This is such like meeting soulmates. I mean, this is truly the best and luckiest month of the year. Now, I say that not only because the luckiest day of the year happens to be in this month, but many rare once a year aspects just happen to fall in May, okay? Just happen to fall in May. This is truly unforgettable. This is a month where it's like the universe telling you, I've got your back, okay? This is just, your life is already changing, Aries. I've already said that. You've already got the North Node in your sign. We just came out of that eclipse. But, coming after the eclipses and even the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in April, those were just basically slingshots, okay, into this month that is truly promising, auspicious, favorable, unforgettable, very optimistic. Like you will not forget May. All right. Now, the biggest day of May, the best day of the year is May 18th. Mark it in your calendar. This is the day the sun will conjunct Jupiter. Now, this is the best day of the year for any year, by the way. This is the day that it is the luckiest day. Sun conjuncting Jupiter. Jupiter, all about good fortune, good luck, prosperity, expansion, wisdom, faith, and then sun, this driving life force, okay? The sun, vitality, growth, abundance. I mean, this is absolutely amazing. This is like holding the sorcerer's stone, or the holy grail. This is you possibly holding an endless cone of ice cream that's your favorite flavor forever and ever. I mean, this is the day. This is the day that I want you to mark in your calendar. It's going to be very, very, very nice. Now, the last time we had the sun conjunct Jupiter, remember I said it happens every year. The last time was April 11th, 2023. Think about what happened around that time for you. Now, for reference, and this is really interesting what I'm about to tell you, for reference, last year this week, and remember it's a conjunction, powerful charge behind it with the sun and Jupiter. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. So it could happen on this day, some lucky news, lucky break, something just really auspicious for you on this day. It could be a few days after. You never know. You never know. But last year for me personally, this week, the week of Jupiter conjuncting the sun, not only did I get a promotion at my full-time job, I have a full-time job, but I also got a raise more than what I had asked for. So when I say truly this is truly lucky. It's really, 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 really nice. What makes this even more thrilling, though, okay? What makes this more exciting than the sun conjuncting Jupiter last year is that this same day, Venus will conjunct Uranus, okay? Venus will conjunct Uranus. This is going to be one for the books. You've just increased your odds, okay, with lucky breaks, lucky breakthroughs, lucky news, lucky anything happening around this time. Venus, the planet of love, relationships, money, creativity, beauty. I mean, this could not be, and remember, Venus is in Taurus right now, right? And it's domicile, and Uranus is all about breakthroughs, surprises. So you just increased your odds on this day with this second aspect where you could meet the love of your life. You could meet your soulmate. You could hit jackpot. There's so many great things. Take advantage. You always want to take advantage. You always want to put wheels in motion. All right. Now, another day that I'm just going to briefly talk about is April 7th, the new moon in Taurus. Now, this is not a typical new moon. We have got Venus, Uranus, the sun, Jupiter, and now new moon in Taurus. Okay, so 5 aspects in Taurus. Now, on May 15th, I don't know why I said April 7th. Sorry, May 7th, this is still Mercury retrograde. Okay, so May 7th, new moon in Taurus. So May 15th, Mercury moves into Taurus. So we have this bundle of planets throughout the month in Taurus, in your second house of salary, money, income, coming after that Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus in April last month, just a few weeks ago, okay? Just a few weeks ago. Oh my goodness, okay? So you could see this huge boon. All right. With your finances, you could be in a situation where you're saving money. There's so many things that are happening around this time. This is the biggest overlap this week with all this Taurus energy will be when Mercury does move into Taurus on the 15th to the 23rd. Okay. That's when we've got 5 planets in Taurus in your second house of money. Money, 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 money. Now, I always say this, if you're the richest person in the world and you're just like, Jimmy, I've got enough money. Hey, listen, I've got 4,000 houses. I own the state of Tennessee. Tell me something else. The second house is self-worth. It's self-value. It's material things as well. The things that you value. But Taurus is all about comfort. You're good. You're good already. I mean, again, this is not a typical new moon. New moons, new beginnings, right? New cycles. You want to manifest. I say it all the time. I want you to manifest every day, but you definitely want to put a lot of energy into this new moon and a new cycle that's about to happen for you. All right. Very, very auspicious. New things to come for this. I mean, you're basically set up for success with this new moon in Taurus. It is absolutely amazing. And the new moon is so favorably linked to Saturn at this point. Saturn bringing that stability. It's so nice. It is just so nice. Take advantage of this. Now, May 23rd, full moon in Sagittarius. Now, if you saw your annual forecast, okay, the yearly forecast I did for you for 2024, you will remember I said this is my favorite full moon of the year. My favorite full moon of the year. Now, this is also not a typical full moon. This full moon in Sagittarius, first of all, very optimistic, okay? There could be a lot of, there's a sense of adventure and freedom and freeness and travel and even spirituality around this time. You may feel a lot of that energy, okay? It is your 9th house, but what makes this full moon in Sagittarius on May 23rd very unique is that not only does Venus move into Gemini, Venus conjuncts Jupiter. So the second best, luckiest day of the year. All right. Venus will also then sextile Neptune, and Jupiter will sextile Neptune. Now, think about that last one that I just said. All right. That one's major too. Jupiter sextiling Neptune. Let me tell you how rare this is, Aries. It hasn't happened since 2020. The next time Jupiter will sextile Neptune, 2033, okay? Do you see how I just messed up how dramatic I was trying to be with that? But anyway, this is still Mercury retrograde. Me doing readings during Mercury retrograde, always a little silly. Now, Jupiter sextiling Neptune, this is rare. This is faith. This is harmony. This is good fortune. If there's any time, this is you being spiritually moved. This is you having faith in everything that's happening for you. This is basically a day where speaking of manifesting, I mean, this is where you could find yourself really, pedal to the metal in terms of like setting intentions. I mean, take advantage of this full moon. This is such a spiritual aspect, a lot of faith behind this, a lot of faith, a lot of wisdom, a lot of imagination, a lot of intuition, but oh, this is so nice. And obviously we'll talk about it more in the weekly forecast, but this is a day where I don't want you just breaking out the crystals. I want you wearing them. All right. Make a fun hat out of it. Now, May 25th, another big day. Jupiter moves into Gemini. This is huge. Jupiter will be in Gemini until June 2025. 5, so for a whole year. Now, this is the first outer planet this year that's changing signs. So Jupiter hasn't been in Gemini since 2012. So it's a 12-year cycle. Now, everyone will feel this shift, okay? Everyone will feel this shift. But for you particularly, Aries, Jupiter in Gemini is your third house. So communication, thinking, reading, learning new things. I mean, you're going to feel blessed. Remember, Jupiter is bringing all that luck, but also expansion. All right. Also, expansion. Jupiter in Gemini is also for you, siblings, aunts, uncle, cousins, neighbors, a lot of favorable things happening with those relationships and short distance travel. You could find yourself traveling a lot. All right. This year, very short distances, but Jupiter in Gemini in general is just, just wait for you're going to start seeing your world expand. All right. This is also very social. It's a very social aspect, very mentally stimulating. This is you having really great ideas, reaching your goals, creating goals, working with a lot of people around this time. This is a lot of that fun, intellectual curiosity is going to be a really big theme here. All right. Curiosity did not kill the cat. What it did is it's given you one step closer to the things that you want. Okay. Especially with like social, intellectual, mental stimulation, nirvana in those areas in your life. And you could find yourself being on a larger platform now. All right. Especially if you are in some sort of creative type or even communicating. Okay, even like a YouTube channel. This is you again. Jupiter blessing you in this area of communication. You are going to be heard. People are going to hear you, see you. I mean, this is you having a huge voice right now, and you being very. When I talk about curiosity, being a lot more open-minded. You're going to find yourself being a lot more open-minded with Jupiter and Gemini for the next year. This is major, okay? Communication could definitely be a really big theme for you right now, as well as actually adapting to new things and being very flexible. I mean, Gemini is a mutable sign, and so I really love this for you. This is all types of smarts, okay? This is book smart, social smart, smart, which is a play on Gemini, because with Jupiter and Gemini, you could see a lot of great things come in twos, okay? So be aware of that. Be aware of that. So now, what makes this day even more special with Jupiter moving into Gemini? Venus will trine Pluto. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. So not only is this a very socially charged aspect for you, but now Venus is trining Pluto. Oh my goodness. Pluto is in Aquarius and it rules your 11th house, your social network, groups you belong to. So this is just, and Pluto brings that intensity, right? So this is almost like a smoldering intensity when it comes to friendships or even, really deep relationships. Remember, we're talking about Venus, love and relationships as well. Money is a big thing here, okay? We're talking Venus and Pluto, two planets that have, to do with money and finances. So a lot of intimacy, a lot of sexual energy here. If you're here for it, this is a twice a year aspect, but it's really amplifying the May 25th for you. All right. So if you are new to my channel, after I do your spread, I break it down week by week. I tell you everything that's going on for you, all the key dates I want you to watch out for. That was only a smidge of what's happening. Those are the key highlights of May. I haven't even talked about the fact that the sun will conjunct Uranus. I haven't talked about the fact that the sun will trine Pluto. We only have one square this month. I mean, when I say May 2024 is the best, luckiest month of 2024, we're here. So also remember that not only is Venus in Taurus until May 23rd, Mars, your ruling planet, is in your side all month long. Will you feel a lot of energy? Yes. Will you feel driven? Yes. Will things start happening for you? Yes. There's a lot of things opening up for you this month. This is an absolutely amazing month. So let's go ahead and do it, Aries. Let's get started. See what's going on for you for May 2024. Again, this is for Aries and Aries rising. If you do want to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other placements, if you know your birth chart, you're absolutely welcome to. But yeah, I'm very excited for you. I'm very excited for what's going going on for you. And if you are new to my channel, remember, not only do I leave the key astrological dates in the description box, but yes, after I do out your spread, I pull more cards. I break it down week by week. I tell you everything that's happening this week or every week for May 2024. Okay, so Aries, let's go ahead and let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you for May 2024. Again, this is for Aries and Aries rising. Now, Aries. I didn't say it earlier, I do a traditional cult to craft spread, really does offer the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Aries, I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. You are going through some really big changes. And, you still have the North Node and your Sun all year long. I mean, you are definitely going through some major, major shifts, and you probably have already felt them, okay? You've probably already felt them. All right, so this month, yep, you have felt them. You felt them. You feel good. Things are happening. Partnerships are a big thing on your mind. This is going to be a great month for you, all right? You got the Ace of Cups. Listen, when I said, on May 18th, when it feels like you're holding the Holy Grail, where you just got it in your spread, you got the Ace of Cups. Everybody wants the Ace of Cups. We call this the Heart of Tarot. This is such an amazing card. So something new, it seems like, has already begun for you. You got the Ace of Cups in your recent past, okay? So aces usher in new change, new beginnings, new cycles. As you know, I've mentioned it probably 15 times already in your reading, but you are going through change, all right? Now, this is one of those, whenever this card comes up, I want you to think about the last time something brought you so much joy, okay? And emotional fulfillment that it brought you to tears. That's what this card feels like. And it seems like there's something that you got. It could have been a dream job. It could have been, maybe having a baby. It could have been maybe you fell in love or got proposed to. Cups, emotions, but also love and, feelings and enlightenment and intuition even. And there's so much happening here, but this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. So I love that we're moving into May with some things that have already wheels in motion and you're feeling good about it. This is wonderful. This is absolutely wonderful. Now, you also got the Six of Cups. There you go, right in the heart of your spread. Remember, this is a monthly reading. The Six of Cups. This is everything harmonizing now. So something's happened. Something is, I do drop these forecasts a little bit early. So if it hasn't happened yet, oh yeah, it's coming. It is coming. Six of Cups, one of my favorite cards. So when I say this new thing, everything is almost like harmonizing for you now. There's a sense of being able to let your guard down. Like you fought so hard to get where you're at. So be very proud of yourself right now. Be very proud of yourself. Six of Cups, there's a sense of security. There's this sense of, again, like letting your hair down, just things are feeling good and just soaking in that energy. A lot of it is having to do with your personal transformation too. Okay. Six of Cups is attributed to Sun and Scorpio. As we know, Scorpio rules your 8th house of death and rebirth, life cycles, transformation, regeneration, all that fun stuff. But this is really great. Oh, this is such a beauty. There's so much kindness in this card, so much sharing in this card. You see the two kids here sharing that cup. This is really great. It's also, if you want to think about it as in getting in touch with your inner child, feeling that sense of innocence and just this giddy fun month. I love this for you. Now, you did get the Three of Wands, okay? Three of Wands in your challenge area. This is one of your cards. You know that, right? This is one of your cards. It's actually attributed to Sun and Aries. So that's how significant this card is, but it's in your challenge area. So there could be something here, all right, where I want you to remember how I said earlier about your personal transformation. You're going through some big changes, among the biggest changes out of all the signs, in fact, okay? Go for it. Go for it. Do not resist these transformations that are happening in your life, okay? Do not resist, and I want you to take action. That is the biggest thing of all. You see this man standing at the edge of his village, all right? This is someone who is ready to go explore and do a lot of self-discovery, okay? But it came up in your challenge area, so take that action. Like I said earlier, you got to take that action to put wheels in motion. You see, this is all sky here. Okay, what do they say? The sky's the limit. So I want you to know that's for you. Okay, the sky's the limit for you right here. So really, really go for it. Really go for it here. This is, when I look at your entire spread, it is so beautiful. There's so much happening, and the energy is just so wild. It's so nice. So with the Three of Wands here, it's just saying that the only thing that could, get in your way would be yourself. All right. So just go with the energies this month. You got the Lovers in your crown. Absolutely amazing. One of the reasons why is because this card is attributed to Gemini. And so remember that I said Jupiter's moving into Gemini for an entire year. And you're about to have a lot more planets move into Gemini very soon. But this is really great because you've got an archangel. You've got the archangel Raphael up here. A lot of healing in this card, okay? A lot of partnership energy. There's new partnerships forming for you this month. Can be love, can be career is where you put that energy. You see the two people here. Let's call them Adam and Eve, okay? This is a lot of spiritual energy too, and you're going to feel a lot of that this month as well. So you can see that Adam is looking at Eve. Eve is looking at the archangel. There's so much sun here, so much sunlight here. Remember that abundance that comes with this card. Now, this is also very spiritual energy as well, because if you want to think of it as Adam, Eve, and the archangel, that is conscious, subconscious, superconscious, being in touch with your superconscious, unconditional love, okay? Self-love as well, because you can also think of it as this mind, body, spirit. So this is really great. This is really great. There is a sense of this month. There's a lot of new things forming for you. But the great thing is that you've got these choices. You've got, power in your hands. Look, you've got also the King of Pentacles in the root of your spread. This is absolutely amazing here. So I feel like you're going to have some really important conversations this month as well. I feel like you're going to be in the zone. Things are just going to feel really good for you, as they should, with a month that we have like May 2024. Now, King of Pentacles in the root of your spread. Now, what did I say earlier? A lot of y'all, in terms of finances, Taurus is just, a finance sign in general. But the fact that there is 6 planets traveling through Taurus this month, we have a new moon in Taurus this month. Why do I bring this up? That rules your second house of income, salary, money, finances. He is the richest king. He is the richest king. He's owning his wealth, all right? Owning his wealth. He holds golden scepter that creates this abundance, his wealth in his life. This is, you can't even, look at that. You can't even distinguish his robe from the harvest. I mean, this is wealth, all right? Now, the other thing is he's Taurus. He's Taurus. You see the symbol of Taurus all over his throne, okay? The bulls. So, a lot of y'all are moving into it, but I want you to think of personal wealth as well, feeling wealth in your life in general, okay? This is because Pentacles are very earthbound, so is Taurus too. Very earthbound, so they do represent your physical realm. Now, speaking of money, you got the 9 of Pentacles in your future, so congratulations, you're getting a mic drop. Aries, this is really amazing. I absolutely love this for you, okay? Because this is a card where it's so much abundance, but abundance that you earned, okay? This is you, like everything that you've worked hard toward is paying off. The direction that you're moving into is just pure abundance, but self-sufficiency, okay? Like to a point where like you don't have to worry about money, where things are just, really, really nice for you. And there's this sense of just a lot of enlightenment in your future as well. I mean, you see the falcon on her hand. I don't know if you're into Egyptology, but that really is Horus here. All right. So that enlightenment that I'm talking about, but hey, you're good. And the other great thing here is you do see the symbol of Venus all over her gown. Okay. So again, when I talk about that wealth, the fact that you do have the Lovers in your crown, and then remember I said you have a lot of activity with your social network, especially with, Jupiter moving into Gemini. You have all these, great aspects with Pluto that does rule your 11th house. There's so much of that wealth in your friendship groups, your groups you belong to, your, brotherhoods, sisterhoods, relationships, work, career. You're moving into this absolutely amazing place where you're going to feel a lot more freeness too. Okay, a lot more freeness. This is absolutely amazing, but definitely look forward to a lot of money matters, a lot of money matters that are just going to it's almost like you have, you know what, it's you having that metal detector on the beach, and then you find like those hidden treasures, or you're good, like you're good. But again, because you worked for it too, but a lot of it's like definitely you earning your spot. And then with the symbol of Venus all over again, love, relationships, money, creativity, you're good. You're absolutely good. And even sexual energy too. You do have the Ace of Cups and the Lovers as well. So there could be if you're here for that, let's get to your stuff. Aries, oh my goodness. If you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, all the fun algorithm stuff. Leave comments. Let me know what's going on. I want to know about these big changes that are happening in your life. And I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. Oh my goodness. You were just you're good. You're good. This is going to definitely be a month where, okay, let's go ahead and get started. You got the Eight of Swords, all right? So very, very interesting here, because the Eight of Swords is attributed to Gemini, all right? So just don't hide. Okay, so if there's anything I want you to do, remember I said from the very beginning with the Three of Wands in your challenge area, actually attributed to you, Sun and Aries, right? The only thing that could hold you back is yourself. Don't do that. Okay. Don't do that. Be willing to accept this transformation, these changes that are happening in your life. You see that it's very auspicious. You see all these amazing things that will be happening for you. Okay. So don't have any doubts. So don't second guess yourself, but also don't put yourself in a situation where you're not trusting yourself. Okay. This is someone, we call this a self-victim card. So she put herself here. All right. So there could be a time where, at some point this month where you may be, unwilling to, well, I wouldn't say unwilling to, but have this fear of facing the truth of like what's happening, or being honest with yourself about something. Okay. What you want to do is be able to take off that blindfold. All right. And just seek the truth, especially that honesty, especially being honest with yourself. You see her feet are free. She can walk out anytime she wants. Okay. She can walk out anytime she wants. So you can too. Now, you also got the Two of Swords. Very interesting. Very interesting. You got the only two cards where they're blindfolded. All right. So now the Two of Swords came up in your external factors area. There could be someone that you're working with here who may be a little like resistant, a little like I feel this so just keep that in mind. There may be someone who could be part of your journey, someone that could be part of your life this month, who is to be honest, may need a little bit of your help, maybe a little bit of your guidance. Keep that in mind. That this card is attributed to Moon in Libra. It could be a Libra, but the other big news is that, remember I said the North Node is in your sign, right? Is in your side, which makes the South Node in Libra, okay? So remember I said there's partnership, relationship activity that's happening for you. So some are ending for you. Some are, now blossoming, new beginnings. Of course, you have the Lovers in your crown. So a lot of y'all are thinking about that this month anyway, but there may be a little bit of something there, okay, in terms of partnership or relationship, where there's got to be a little bit of you kind of like helping someone see something. But in order for you to help someone, guide someone, be that support for someone, you have to be honest with yourself. Okay. Now, Two of Swords also coming up in your external factors area. It could just be like this energy of you where, again, it's doubling down on that energy. Be honest with yourself. Trust your intuition. Really, really, really go deep this month if you need to be more in touch with your intuitive side. All right. Be more in touch with your intuitive and emotional side. All right. So there is also, it could even be you that may be a little bit like, Okay, nobody talk to me until I figure this out. All right. There are a lot of changes happening for you, Aries. So, in any case, you're going to be fine. It's just going to be this moment. And remember, the moon is also intuition. All right. Now, judgment. This is absolutely amazing. So, remember I said there is a sense of spirituality here that is at play. Your spirituality, like you really being connected to it this month. Well, you just got two archangels here, Archangel Raphael and Archangel Gabriel. All right. You are definitely going to have this spiritual awakening. You want it. All right. And when I say spiritual awakening, you could have this moment of clarity this month where it's just like, I am now focused on this meaningful life experience that I seek. All right. And will you receive it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You got the 10 of Cups in your final outcome. I mean, this is a card of, happy everything. Happy everything. All right. Not only do you have the Ace of Cups, you have the Six of Cups and the 10 of Cups. I love this for you. So talk about emotional fulfillment and enlightenment. You see the happy family, the happy children, the happy couple, happy everything. Okay. The only rainbow in tarot indicating that promising future, that you're good. You're good here. You're absolutely good. So let's break it down, Aries. Let's see what's going on for you week by week. And remember, it's all about taking action. You have to take that action to, energetically. When I say take action, a lot of it is just putting that energy out there, right? So now, first week of May, we actually kick it off on Thursday, May 2nd. Pluto will go retrograde. So this is the first outer planet going retrograde this year. Okay. So, what's really interesting, it's going to go direct on October 11th, and we'll talk about this a little bit more. But this is actually nice because it's that intensity that Pluto brought, right? Especially when it moved into your 11th house, your social network groups you belong to, but also the 11th house is also your hopes and wishes and dreams. So these retrogrades, any retrogrades, allow you to take a step back to really take a look at what's going on, to really identify things that may have been really intense for you or really challenging for you, and to really come to, just a lot more clarity. A lot of it is also being in touch with your shadow side and really exploring your shadow side too. All right. And having the ability to do so, especially when it comes to your future and, groups you belong to, social network, your role in humanity, all those things with, Pluto and Aquarius. But remember, Pluto is the planet of like death and rebirth and regeneration. A lot of people identify Pluto as like, the phoenix rising from the ashes, but just think of like your inner transformation, just showing up for yourself and being your authentic self at this time. Now on Friday, May 3rd, Mars will sextile Pluto. So this is the two powerful planets getting together in a very taking over the world. Like we're Thelma and Louise, we are Fred and Velma, whatever resonates with you. But this is fearless energy. Okay, this is like nothing can stop me now energy. Now this is a once a year aspect, so another rare aspect, and this is very goal oriented. Remember, Mars is in your sign right now. Mars is in your sign in this harmonious relationship with Pluto, which is in your house of hopes and wishes and dreams. So bring it home. This is the time to bring it home, make that magic happen. This is absolutely amazing. Monday, May 6th, the sun will sextile Saturn. Now, this is the only time this will happen this year. Okay. This is a very interesting aspect because it typically happens twice a year. So again, the only time it's happening this year. When I say May truly has it's a month of just rare aspects, this is truly rare. All right. Sun sextiling Saturn, I find it really fun. Saturn is a planet of like hard knocks, responsibility, limitations, restrictions. The sun is like giving it a little slap on the behind, but in this playful, fun way. So I really like this. This is a time where you can start feeling that you're being recognized. You're getting support from authority figures or people that are, within your orbit. You could be gaining a lot of progress around this time. Remember, Saturn is that in it to win it, long haul energy. Saturn always rewards you. This is you feeling, I am going to take on all this, hard work that I'm doing. I'm excited to do so at the same time. So I really love this for you. Okay. Really absolutely love this for you. And on Tuesday, May 7th is when we have the new moon in Taurus. Again, this is a highly charged new moon with a lot of new possibilities. That is, speaking of Saturn, remember Saturn is this harmonious aspect right now with Venus, Uranus, Sun, the Jupiter, all right here in Taurus in your second house of money, income, self-worth, self-value, values, even food. The second house rules food, if that resonates with you in some way. But this is a new moon that has this amazing link to Saturn. So take advantage of this new moon, set intentions. Let's see what's going on for you. Okay, Aries, for the first week of May. Page of Swords, there you go. Boom, boom, boom. You're good to go. There's something new coming through. You could even get messages around this time. I would not be surprised. But, remember, there's a lot of action energy that's happening, especially with the Page of Swords. This is someone who's just very excited to wield his sword, someone who is very enthusiastic. I feel like you've been getting a lot of Page of Swords, but this is a Page of Swords. Remember, messengers, right? Pages are the messengers. There could be some messages you need to communicate around this time. There could be messages you're receiving around this time as well. But there is more of this energy of this enthusiasm to just get going, to just get going, learning new things. Remember, you're going to feel that now. Now, the second week of May, if you celebrate Mother's Day, by the way, on May 12th, the moon will be in Cancer in its domicile, and Venus will be in Taurus in its domicile. Two very feminine, emotional, like really, really. So that's going to be a great Mother's Day. Now, on Monday the 13th, the Sun conjuncting Uranus. This is absolutely amazing. This is you receiving surprising news, unexpected news around this time, news you never saw coming. You could do something surprising. You could have brilliant ideas come out of nowhere. Remember, Uranus is all about surprises, the unexpected, but also breakthroughs. Okay, there's a sense of freedom here. There, even like that rebellious energy that I love that Uranus brings. It's it's like I don't know. Did you ever see that movie, Girls Want to Have Fun? Was that in the 80s with Sarah Jessica Parker? It's like that. Remember, she snuck out of the house to go, to be in that dance contest and then she won. So anyway, this is kind of like Sun conjuncting Uranus, and this is a once a year aspect, another aspect that it just happens to be in May. Absolutely amazing, because the same thing that's happening the same Venus sextiling Saturn. This is okay. Remember, Saturn is that in it to win it energy, a lot of stability that it brings. But Venus, like matters of the heart, love, relationships, money, creativity. Also, that this is true love. This is commitment energy here. This is commitment energy. Also, you seeking that sense of commitment, but also sense of value in terms of commitments, relationships. Remember, you already have the lovers here. So absolutely love this for you. It's a great time to do business, by the way. Okay. If you're here for that, if you're here for work, it's a really great time to do, even like Steve Jobs, he had natally Venus sextile Saturn. So anyway, this is really great. Now on Wednesday, this is May 15th, Mercury moves into Taurus. So Mercury's leaving your sign to go into a sign that's a little bit more grounded, more pragmatic, more like logic oriented in general, right? When we're talking about Taurus, but stabilizing. And then remember, Taurus has that, sensuality that's, associated with Taurus. So it is a lot more grounded. This is you being a rock for someone. We already see that's happening here. This is you possibly giving really good advice, but just thinking things practically and pragmatically moving forward. So even like this sense of authority with Mercury in Taurus that I really love. Now on Friday, Mercury will square Pluto. This is the only square all month. Oh my goodness. And it's, and Pluto is retrograde. So this is two fixed signs. So Mercury in Taurus, Pluto in Aquarius, right? Okay. So remember, there could be that little squeeze here. Just this one just it's not even that like, just be careful about the way that you speak. Remember, Mercury is communication, all right? And it may have to do with a friendship or a group that you belong to. Remember, Pluto is an Aquarius. So just be very mindful about the way that you communicate with friends around this time. There is also a sense of, with Mercury squaring Pluto, a lot of introspective thinking could be happening for you around this time as well. Okay. And then Saturday, we get to this is May 18th, the big day. All right. The sun conjuncting Jupiter, the luckiest day of the year. This is optimism, enthusiasm, confidence, happiness. This is absolutely amazing. So remember, Jupiter all about growth and expansion and luck and that sun, that vitality. I love this. I absolutely love this. And remember, not only is this the luckiest day, what really amplifies it is Venus conjuncting Uranus. Okay, this is just being at the right place at the right time energy, to be honest, with the surprises that could have, especially with love, meeting your soulmate, reaching for that, the dark chocolate pretzels at Trader Joe's at the same time someone else does. It's almost like catapulting love and money, creativity, all those, things that Venus rules, but in this way that you just didn't see coming. I absolutely love this. Remember, Venus is still in its domicile at this point. All right. So really, really love this. And, the next time Venus will conjunct Uranus is July 4th, 2025. So once again, a once a year aspect. Absolutely amazing. And then on Sunday, we close out the week with, actually, no, we'll do that. Okay. Sunday, this is when the sun, so the sun will sextile Neptune. I absolutely love this. This is that, compassion, imagination, all really heightened around this time. Intuition really heightened around this time. This is that, people have your back energy. I've got people's back energy. It's really beautiful energy. You could be really compelled to the arts around this time, but also feel very intuitive. I mean, this is even sensitive, very sensitive to energy around this time as well. But I absolutely love this for you. Absolutely love this for you. It's not happening again, this aspect, until January 2025. So again, a very rare aspect. So you see how loaded the second week of May is. Let's see what's going on for you, Aries, for the second week of May. And you got the Queen of Cups. You're good. Look at you and your two court cards up there. All right. The Queen of Cups, very intuitive energy. Okay. Very intuitive energy. This is you being in the zone, having a lot of that emotional intelligence as the Queen of Cups. So you may feel it really heightened now. Okay. Really heightened, really connected on a spiritual level, intuitive level, emotional level. This is double water. Queens are water, cups are water. So water emotions, but in a really great way. She has so much love to give. She has so much love to give. This is really beautiful. All right. So this is just you again taking care of others and even feeling that people have your back. I absolutely love this for you. Now on the third week of May, we kick it off on Monday. All right. So we officially move into Gemini season. So the sun moves into Gemini. This is just quick-witted, creative energy. We will talk about this in the weekly reading, but you could find yourself being very self-expressive right now, just very chatty, very social. Remember, this is in your third house of communication. You could be very social right now, especially with neighbors too, now on Wednesday, May 22nd, the sun trining Pluto. Absolutely amazing. This is very interesting because the sun has officially it moved into Gemini and Pluto's in Aquarius now. So I love this. Two air signs, very mentally active, mentally stimulating, but this is definitely other people's money, shared resources. There could be some activity in that area, but remember Pluto at play here, that inner transformation. You could find yourself shining with just empowerment energy. I really, really love this energy. And when I say shine, in a very profound way, this is the sun trining Pluto. Trines are so much more powerful than sextiles when it comes to that charge with these aspects. But it really is like a flashlight beaming into this deep wellspring, all right, and discovering some part of you that you're just like, I love the way that I'm transforming, and feeling empowered. Something that is just like you're unlocking something within you around this time. Now we get to Thursday, May 23rd, the full moon in Sagittarius. Now, again, my favorite full moon. There's so much happening this week, and we're going to talk about it in the weekly reading, okay? Just remember, Venus officially moves into Gemini. So this is really just having that mental connection, craving mental connections, and being very flirty, being very social. We're talking about Venus here. And then Venus conjuncting Jupiter, the second best day of the year. This is, oh my goodness. This is a planet of love and relationships and money in this huge charge with the planet of luck and expansion. Just, I mean, mark this in your calendar for sure, because the same day Venus sextiles Neptune, and as I mentioned earlier, Jupiter sextiles Neptune. Hasn't happened in 4 years. This is you just being very spiritually moved. Now, on Saturday, May 25th, Jupiter officially moves into Gemini. This is the first time since 2012. We'll talk about this. This is moving into your third house, okay? So you are definitely becoming on this larger platform and learning new things and maybe even teaching things, but you will definitely feel that expansion here. You will definitely feel that expansion. And what's really interesting is just it's very inspiring, this aspect with Jupiter and Gemini. And, Oprah Winfrey has her natally Jupiter and Gemini. So does Stephen Hawking did, Thomas Edison, and I have it. Interestingly, I have Jupiter and Gemini, and so if you have Jupiter and Gemini in your chart, you're definitely going through your Jupiter return. Now, on the same day on Saturday, Venus trines Pluto. This is a twice a year aspect. So again, this is also very rare, and I really love this. This is just feeling that good intensity with relationships, with friends, with your future, with your hopes and wishes and dreams and your passion. So I absolutely love this. So let's see what's going on for you for another big week of May, the third week of May, Aries. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what's going on for you. All right. You got the Five of Wands. All right. So there is going to be a little bit of like some conflict here. This is a conflict card. Out of the conflict cards, it's the least conflicty. This just seems like there is going to be something with a little bit of ego at play. So I want you to be aware of that, because Pluto, remember, there is going to be a lot of Pluto aspects this week. In fact, the Sun trining Pluto, Venus trining Pluto, there could be a little bit of egos at play here. So just be sure to, remember this, go with those energies of I've got your back, you've got my back, the universe has got my back, okay? There could also be some, especially with that shift, moving into, with Jupiter and Gemini, Sun moving into Gemini, that's going to happen at a time with all these major aspects that are happening. Okay. Remember, rare once in a lifetime, once in a year aspects that are happening. So this is a highly charged week. Okay. So just don't let anyone get your goat. There could be a little bit of confusion around things, especially with communication, or there could just be a little, egos at play. Pluto does do that. Pluto does do that. Some power trips, power struggles. Just be that person that stands above the rest, rises above, you're a better version of yourself is coming out. So anyway, I'll clarify that for you. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's almost like you're going to be, so remember how I said you're fought really hard to get where you're at? Well, this is that proof, like you're still fighting to get what you want, but just be very diplomatic about it, okay? Because Venus in Gemini is such a different type of energy than Venus in Taurus, all right? Venus leaving its domicile into Gemini, where it is detriment, okay? And so just be mindful. Remember what I said, like even, just you're going to have a load of activity in your communication sector, but you see, it's going to be well worth it. Just be cool. You got the star. You got the star. Remember, Pluto also rules your hopes and wishes and dreams. So, yeah, there could be, remember, you got the Two of Swords here. So, there could be someone you need to bring on board. There could be a moment with all this fiery energy where you're like, just come on board. No, be cool. All right. Because you're going to be fine. You're going to be good. And you've got the star, which is all about your hopes and wishes and dreams. All right. This is all about wisdom. This is healing, even. You know, you got 2 cards of healing, 3 actually with Judgment. You've got the Lovers here with Archangel Michael or Raphael the healer, but the star, okay, the star is aligning for you, all right, and it is attributed to Aquarius, which is why I'm talking about all these Pluto aspects with Pluto in your 11th house, all right. So remember, that's your social network too. So it could be just, you know, with some friends or whatnot. Just remember, you're the Melissa McCarthy, they're the Kristen Wiig, you're the Romy, they're the Michelle, vice versa for any of those. But in the end, y'all got each other. All right. Now, the last week, Aries. Oh, my goodness. I'm going way over in time here. Monday, May 27th, Mercury sextile Saturn. This is awesome. I love this energy. This is just, you know, you having conversations that have this long-term energy. You know, we're talking about Saturn here. Having conversation, or even just thinking about things that sustain, things that have like legs to it. I really love this day. Even like making like really good memories around this time. Now, on Thursday, May 30th, Mercury conjunct Uranus. This is absolutely amazing. This is that intellectual breakthrough. This is, you know, very exciting. This is a breakthrough that you have in communication. A lot of creative work here too. You could just have, you know, honestly, just have a very, very big breakthrough in communication, news that you receive. You could receive messages around this time. There is a sense of like spontaneity around this as well. And this is the only time this will happen this year, Mercury conjuncting Uranus. So let's see what's going on for you for the last week of May. And you're good. Knight of Wands, just boom, 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 go, go, go. That's all I mean, Knight of Wands, really fiery energy. Remember that when Jupiter moves into Gemini, there's so much travel activity that's happening for you, okay? A lot of, and then also with that full moon in Sagittarius, you could be doing some travel as well around this time. There is a high connotation and association with travel with the Knight of Wands, but also transformation. Remember, discovering things, self-discovery. It's all about the journey, right? What is the saying? Not about the destination. It's all about the journey, and you were just ready to go. But this is even non-travel related. This is just fiery, going after your passions, being very creative. You're good. You're good. You know you're good. This is absolutely amazing. Aries, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know what's going on. Oh my goodness, it got dark outside. That's so crazy. Aries. Okay, thanks so much. And of course, we will go into these aspects much deeper in the weekly readings. Thanks so much, Aries. Y'all are amazing. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.